yeah, I'm going to start lying down, and just enjoy and yeah, just be having a sense of that lovely full moon that we're coming into. Oh, I almost forgot to the bell. I knew there's something I was staying here for. The bell to begin our practice, lying on the ground. Yeah, it's beautiful full moon this time of year, reflective and releasing and expanding in the full moon and enjoying. So just lie on the ground. Just have a little wriggle with your back. Maybe you might need to hug the knees a little bit. That might feel good to just feel how your back feels and feel the support of the ground. It might be the first time today you've had a little moment to reflect and be with your body. As soon as we're horizontal and we're lying the body on the ground, it takes us into a much more embodied place rather than the head being there above everything. I always find. Good. Have a little rock and a roll. Let's draw a circle with the knees. So one hand on top of each knee. We're drawing a big circle with the knees. Knees are staying together. Arms are going away from you. Drawing the knees in, breathing out. So using the nostrils to breathe in and out of. Breathing in, take the knees away. And see if you can slow this down. Keep the movement smooth, even, steady. Breathing in and breathing out. Focusing your mind just on this. But also noticing, we're transitioning from the day into our practice this evening. So give yourself time for your mind to start slowing down and focusing. And we change direction. So it's very slow, steady movement for the mind to focus on. Breathing out, squeeze all the breath out. Breathing in, expand. Using the nostrils to breathe in and out of. Noticing how that feels. Maybe you take the hands off for a moment and see how that feels. Just moving the knees around in a circle. Still breathing in as you take the knees away and breathing out as you draw the knees in. Just enjoying that movement and a bit of engagement in the abdominals. Yeah, and squeeze the knees in again. Extend the legs and arms. Just take the weight off the legs and rotate the wrists and ankles. Just see how that feels. Just a nice feeling of, oh yeah, how nice it feels to have my legs up and the blood flow to be inverted. Okay, and then hug the knees once more. Let's do some circles for the hips. So hands on top of the kneecaps again, breathing in, take the knees away, and then breathing out, let the knees fall away from each other. Really let the legs fall fully before you bring them back to the body, breathing out. Breathing in. And let them fall out to the sides. Just feel the weight of the legs. See if you can release. See if you can let go. The holding that will be happening, even if only slightly in the hips. Just let them come out to the side. See if they just drop a little bit more before you bring them back to the body. Breathing in, and let the knees fall slowly, really deliberately. Notice that dropping, releasing. Oh yeah, and back to the body. Let's take it in the other direction. So start with the knees away from you, but together, breathe in. And breathing out, draw the knees in. Let the knees fall out to the side again. Just take a moment longer just to let the knees drop out to the side and just feel that release. Yeah, then bring them back. So 2 circles you're drawing with the knees. You're just lightly holding those knees with the hands. And making that extra emphasis on the moment of dropping the knees out. So we're just lubricating those joints, bringing some focus. Breathe out fully. Slow it down. Slow it down. Yeah. Hug the knees again. And then with the knees up on the chest, extend the arms out to the side, palms flat down, like an aeroplane. Breathe in. Deeply, breathing out, lower the knees down to your left and the head goes over to the right. Drop the legs down, let the legs relax there. If you want, you can let that left hand just rest on the outside of that thigh. If you just want to really give a little bit of weight, just to not pressing, but just letting the arm rest there. If you want an extra bit of emphasis on that twist, taking the head right over to the right, looking down that right arm. Bringing the right shoulder down. Close the eyes And take the focus inwards. Feel the shape of that twist in the spine. Breathing in. Imagine you're breathing in for the base of the spine. It's traveling right to the top of the head on the in-breath, and in the out-breath it's going back down through the spine, back down through the back, out through the base of the spine. So we're really thinking about the spinal column and the breath being aligned with that. Just releasing the tension. Really mindful about the breath, the body. Good. Now slowly on the inhale, lift the knees up to the chest again, lift the head up to the chest. And then on the out breath, slowly lower the knees down to the right, slowly, slowly, and take the head over to the left at the same time. Dropping the knees, maybe even resting the right hand on the outside of that left thigh. Take the head right over to the left, looking down the left arm, dropping the left shoulder down. Doesn't matter if the legs start straightening out a bit, as long as they're rested on the ground. Close the eyes, breathe deeply, breathe into the twisted spine. Feel that breath traveling up and down the spine as you inhale and exhale. Lengthen, see if you can lengthen the out breath. So breathe out a little bit longer than you think you can. Empty, empty, empty. And slowly allow the air to come in through the nostrils. Filling the body with air. No force or strain, just allowing a steady stream of air to come in and out through the nostrils. And now the next in-breath, lift the knees and the head up to center, hug the knees once more. And place the soles of the feet on the ground, slide the legs away. Inhaling, lift the arms above the head, extend the whole body, point the toes, just to allow that whole expansion of the body. Opening the chest, expanding the abdominals, enjoying the breath and the body. Let's just move a little bit with that. It's only slightly. So we're breathing, point the toes, exhaling, push the heels away. So we're just extending the front and back of the body. Inhaling, point the toes. Lengthen the front of the body, the chest is expanded. Breathing out, push the heels away. Lengthening the back of the body. So just go with the breath, pointing the toes, extending the fingers away. Breathing out, releasing and pushing the heels away. Draw the toes up towards you. Inhaling, lengthening the waist and breathing out, release. And just relax the arms on the ground. Put some space between the feet. Just rock the legs back and forth a little bit just to loosen the legs. Let them fall out to the side. Arms are a little bit more relaxed on the ground though. Tuck the chin in lightly. Breathe in through the nostrils. And as you breathe out through the nostrils, slowly lifting the arms up. Arms are long. And this for the whole of the out breath, however long your out breath is, to the end of the out breath, the arms reach the ground either side. Inhaling, the arms come up. So just moving in time with your breath. Inhaling. But whatever you're doing, try to keep the movement smooth, steady, even. Smooth, steady, even movement, matching the breath. Breath is smooth, steady, even. I'm going to add something in now just to keep our mind focused on this. So the inhale, the arms are coming up, all inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. And then as we exhale, we push the back into the ground, bend the knees, draw the knees up, hug them into the chest, without hugging them with your hands, of course. Extending the backs of the legs, inhaling. Breathing out, bring the knees into the body. Inhaling, extend away. So you can either slide the feet across the ground, or if you feel a bit like you want a bit more engagement with the abdominals, extend the legs away. And breathing out, bring the arms forward. So I'm doing this super slowly, in time with my breath. It may be that you're a bit faster, or it might be even slower. Breathing in, the arms come up. Expanding the chest, breathing out, push the back into the ground, draw the knees up, hug them into the body. Breathing in, extension, the back of the legs, breathing out, hug the knees into the body. Inhaling, extend the legs away. Exhaling, draw the arms forwards. Just enjoying this movement. Let's do one more of these. Inhaling. Expand, open the front of the body. Breathing out, push the back into the ground, draw the knees up. Inhale, push the heels up, draw the toes towards you, really expanding the backs of the legs. Breathing in, draw the knees into the body. Inhaling, extend the legs away. Exhaling, bringing the arms back towards the body. Good. Bend the knees again. Let's take the hands behind the knees and we'll do a little gentle rock back and forth on the length of the spine. Just rocking. Maybe it's, kind of a little bit of fun here. There's a fun element. Kind of rocking back and forth, and maybe just rocking up to seated or rolling onto your side up to all fours. Let's get the spine moving a little bit. In fact, we'll just do some opposites first of all. So we're going to extend the right arm and extend the left leg back. So pointing the toe, make a nice long line, and breathing out, bring the hand and the knee down. Breathing in, extend, and breathing out, lowering down. So making a lovely long line, making sure the elbows are nice and bendy. Inhaling, extend. So the fingers are extending forward, the gaze is going forwards, extending the leg back in a lovely long line and breathing out. But most important here is your breath. Exchange the weight smoothly, breathing in and breathing out. Again, try to slow the movement down, slowing the breath down, exchanging. Extend and contract. Changing your point of view each time, breathing in. We're just preparing the body, engaging with the body, becoming embodied by connecting the body with the breath, the mind also playing its part here by focusing, keeping its focus on keeping everything smooth and coordinated. Breathing in and breathing out. One more. Breathing in, looking forwards, extending the heart is coming forwards and breathing out. And then we're just going to sit back into the heels. Just slide the hands forward slightly. First of all, we sit back into the heels and then we're just going to take the hands forwards. So we're in this extended dog position. Let the head come to the ground just so we get a bit more release on the backs of the shoulders and into the chest. There's an encouragement of breathing, expanding into the lungs, expanding the ribs. So really emphasize that. Breathing in, open the wings up. Expanding like the beautiful big full moon. Expansion. Expand into the back body. Maybe even, it's a nice place to just have a nice sigh out through the mouth. Make a nice, lovely, loud sigh. Breathing into the nostrils. Just enjoy that expressive release. Let's do one more of those, breathing into the nostrils. Then just sliding back to sit back into the heels. And just sweep the arms back into the pose of the child, releasing the backs of the arms onto the ground. Maybe have a little bit of a sway side to side here. Maybe even rolling on the forehead here on the ground. Breathe. Just bringing ease, that little rocking motion. Just bringing ease, comforting kind of movement, just easing out. Make the knees as wide as they need to so the body can just fall between the knees. And then just come to a stillness, relaxing the jaw. Let's just release the jaw a little bit more, breathing into the nostrils. And then make the sound. Releasing. Again, breathing into the nostrils. Let the shoulders fall forward. One more of those, breathing into the nostrils. Like a horsey sound, yeah. And just breathe easy. Take the hands either side. Come up onto kneeling. Just take a moment kneeling there, see how that feels. If that feels uncomfortable, Nina, you can always come to cross-legged. We're just going to do a very simple little movement for the neck with the breath as well. So if you're kneeling, you have your hands on your thighs there. If you're cross-legged, have your hands on your knees. And we're just going to breathe in, look up, open the front of the throat, breathing out, bringing the chin to the chest, relaxing and releasing the back of the neck. Let the shoulders slightly fall forwards on that movement. As you breathe in, you're going to lift the gaze right to the ceiling, open the chest, let the shoulders sit back. So you can emphasize that as much as you want. So breathing out, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhaling, lifting up. Opening the front of the throat, breathing out, letting the chin slowly fall down to the chest, taking the shoulders forward, opening between the shoulder blades a little bit. So just breathing in and breathing out. One more of those, breathing in. Opening the heart, opening the chest, breathing out. Really letting the chin fall to the chest, releasing the back of the neck. We'll just take a breath here, an extra breath, just to release that back of the neck. Breathing in, sigh out through the mouth. Use the next inhale to lift the head up to center. And we just come into sitting. If you're not already sitting cross-legged, actually we'll sit with the feet, the soles feet together. And let's just do a little butterfly to release the hips even more. So you can hold on to the ankles or the toes. Sit up tall first of all. So you're really lengthening in the waist here, as if the back is leaning against an invisible wall there. Open the chest, back of the neck is really long, chin's tucked in. And then we're just going to butterfly these knees. Let them just gently flapping their wings. And breathing easily and naturally. Still thinking about that wall you're sitting up against. And just bringing a bit of release into the hips there. Good. Breathe. And then just let yourself come to a stop. And then just see if you can just imagine there's some weight on those insides of those knees, pressing the thighs down slightly. Just pressing down slightly. Sitting up tall. Opening the chest, opening the heart. One more breath in. And release. And then we'll just do the opposite movement. So we were sitting really tall, now we're just going to let that back, relax, take the shoulders forwards. In fact, let's just take this, make this open book, this always helps. So just put the thumbs into the center of the foot, let's just give the middle of the foot a bit of a rub. Little foot massage, feels good to do that. Just have a little press, pressing, have a look at the feet, and just pressing wherever feels good. If you find a nice spot, just enjoy that little massage there. Yeah. And then we're going to open the feet like a book, taking the hands around the foot and just let the head drop down as if it wants to look into that book. Rounding the back, letting the shoulders fall forwards, breathing deeply. So releasing the back of the neck even more, but really letting the whole back join in, shoulders falling forward. Let those elbows, if it feels okay for you, you can push the elbows into the thighs just to help the openness in the hips. But with a rounded back this time. And breathe. Breathe. Just finding that little bit of release at the end of the out breaths. Breathe out a bit longer. Last long breath out. And slowly release, coming up, slowly lift the head up, back up. Lift the knees and just let your head fall to the knees, round your back, around your legs. Hug your knees to your body. Yeah, and again, really feel the ribs expand as you breathe in and out. Increasing that lung capacity, so important. Particularly in the colder months when we tend to contract a little bit. It's really good to make that extra effort to breathe more deeply. Get all that breathing apparatus going and exercising the lungs. So now we're just taking the hands around the front of the shins there. Open the chest, sitting tall again, opening the chest, opening the heart. Back of the neck long. And we just start to take the body towards the legs, and then we're coming up on top, tippy toes, and then slowly lifting the toes off the ground, so we're in this cosmic egg. The smallest amount of us is actually in contact with the ground. We feel perfectly balanced all the time. There's a bit of effort there in the abdominals to make this happen. Without going into shaking, without, pushing ourselves. So if you need to, put your toes on the floor. Just work where you are at, accepting where we are at right now. And then releasing, slide the legs away. Just bounce the knees up and down a little bit. Breathing in and breathing out. Extend the fingers towards the toes. Let's just slowly lay the body down. See how slowly we can do this? Because you know that the more effort we do as we go down, the more better it's going to feel when we do let go. So we're just making that bit of effort, still breathing in and out. There's no tension really here, not fully, because there's that softness of the inhale and exhale until we finally lay the body back and just breathe in and sigh out through the mouth. And again, breathing in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. And let's just bend the knees. Make a nice, easy feeling for the back. Lying in semi-supine. So the feet are a bit of distance away. Let the knees fall together. Just rest your hands on your belly. And we'll just finish a little bit. Back of the neck is long. Slowing down. Yeah, we've got time for us. Just a little bit of breathing and moving, but very gentle. Placing the hands on the body, just maybe give the belly a little rub, a little circle, clockwise direction. Just enjoying that feeling of contact with yourself and your center there. Yeah. And then just resting both hands on the belly, elbows are relaxed on the ground. Close the eyes. Whole back is really in contact with the earth. Inhaling, lifting the arms gently up. So the arms are bent. It's an easy movement, slight openness in the chest. The back will lift off the ground slightly. You'll find there's a bit of space there. And then when you return your arms back and the hands back, the back rejoins with the ground. It's a very simple little movement. Close the eyes. Inhaling, arms come up, arms reach the ground, and the exhale. So slow and steady, slow and steady. Moving in time with your breath, but it's a very soft, easy breath. And just feeling that the body is softening as you do this. The body is softening. We're coming into a more internal space. Inhaling. Top of the in-breath, you feel the back slightly lift off the ground, chest opening, and exhaling. I'll do one more of these, breathing in. And as you exhale, bringing the hands back to the body. And just let your hands just rest where they might want to. I feel a sense of wanting, my right hand on my heart, my left hand on my belly. But it could be different for you, anywhere on your body, eyes, face. And I want to just slide my legs away, but you may want to keep your legs where they are. You may want to place your legs up on a piece of furniture or up against a wall. It's really okay, just for a moment while we relax. We'll have a little relax, a little kind of transition. You also might be starting to feel the body cool down. So you might want to be grabbing your socks, your blanket, whatever you need. Eye pillows, small blanket for your head if you... It's very important, this position of the neck. So if you find that your chin is above your forehead, level your forehead, and you can't get your chin any further, then you do need to put your head on something not too big so you're crushing your throat. You want to have it so the spine and neck are all in line. Good. Then just let the arms fall away. Arms falling into Shavasana. And we're just going to slowly transition now into the Yoga Nidra. So just gradually finding your position, finding your blanket, finding your socks. Let's take a bit more of a moment there to transition. Slowly moving into the Yoga Nidra. Take your time. Taking your time. So, you need to take a few releasing breaths, breathing in through the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. Just slowing everything down. Getting ready for the Yoga Nidra. Body lying in Shavasana, arms away from the body. Making yourself as comfortable as possible. Covering yourself with a blanket or shawl. Feet slightly apart, allowing the feet to flop out to the sides. And just start to do any last minute adjustments. Any fidgets you know you might have to make, just allowing yourself to do that. Anything in your body that needs moving, move a little bit, breathe a little bit, so that you can just move and transition into a stillness. So we're really committing ourselves to be still and quiet for the duration of the Yoga Nidra, and avoiding that desire to fidget and move, scratch the face, do all those little things. Instead, we have a gentle but strong determination to remain still, to notice these things, notice this desire to want to itch something or move something, and just let it go. So finding a position for the body so that you can practice Yoga Nidra without moving, with no physical discomfort, closing the eyes if they're not already closed, and keeping them closed throughout the practice, softening and taking the focus inwards, bringing the focus into the listening, the audible rather than the visual. You'll feel immediately, as soon as the eyes are closed, the sense of hearing becomes sharper. You start to notice the sounds around you. And this is where we are focused upon in our Yoga Nidra, the act of listening and hearing and feeling. It's all about the senses, feeling, and being able to withdraw our focus of attention from the senses. And we find this increases as we practice Yoga Nidra, that we're able not to be completely in control of the senses or be controlled by the senses, which is the usual position as a human being. So say to yourself now mentally, I will not sleep, I shall only listen to the voice. I will not sleep. And give yourself some time to become calm and steady. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. As you're breathing in, feel the calm. Feel yourself and the calmness spreading throughout the body. And as you're breathing out, say to yourself mentally, relax, let go everything. Slowing the breath down, become aware of the sounds in the distance, becoming aware of the most distant sounds that you can hear. Allowing your sense to move from sound to sound without having to identify the source of that sound. Noticing the quality of listening and hearing, and gradually bringing your attention to closer sounds, to sounds of the building you're in, and to sounds of the room you're in, listening to the sounds around you, the small sounds, the buildings, the room, the sounds of your own body, your breath, your heartbeat. And without opening your eyes, start to develop your awareness of the room you're in, visualizing the walls, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor.
Total awareness of your body lying in perfect stillness. And your body is lying on the floor. Develop pure awareness of all the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of the natural breath. Become aware of the deep, natural, spontaneous breath. Breath coming in and breath going out. Just keep on listening to my voice and know that you are breathing. Breath coming in and breath going out. And the practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Say to yourself mentally, I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. I will not sleep. I am going to practice Yoga Nidra. This is the time to make your resolve, your sankalpa. A simple resolve, a simple resolve. Please state your resolve, your sankalpa, clearly with feeling and awareness 3 times to yourself. Now we begin the rotation of consciousness. Rotate your consciousness through the different centers of the body as quickly as possible. The awareness has to move from point to point as I direct you around the body. If you wish, you can repeat mentally the name of each body part after me, whilst you simultaneously become aware of that part of the body. And the practice begins with the right side of the body and the right hand. Bringing your attention to the right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the left side of the body, the left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe. Bring your attention to the back of the body. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the length of the spine, the whole of the back together. Bring your attention to the front of the body, top of the head. Forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, the eyebrow center, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, the nose, the tip of the nose, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, center of the chest, navel, abdomen, lower abdomen. Bring your attention to the whole of the right leg, whole of the left leg, both legs together, whole of the right arm, whole of the left arm, both arms together, whole of the back, whole of the front, whole of the head, together, legs, arms, back, front, head, together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together, the whole of the body together. Develop awareness of the whole body and become aware of the space occupied by the body. Become aware of the body and this space that is occupied by your body. Body and space. Become aware of the whole body and the floor. The whole body in relation to the floor. And at the same time become aware of the meeting points of the body and the floor. These are very subtle physical points between the body and the floor. Feel the meeting points between the back of your head and the floor, shoulder blades and the floor, the elbows and the floor, the back of the hands and the floor, the buttocks and the floor, the calves and the floor, the heels and the floor. Awareness of all the meeting points between the body and the floor. The sensation of all points simultaneously, evenly. Go on feeling these points clearly and distinctly. Please do not sleep. Switch your attention to the eyelids. Feel the narrow line of meeting between the upper and lower eyelids. Feel the sharp points where they meet. Intensify your awareness between the eyelids. And then the lips. Center your attention on the line between the lips, the space between the lips. From the lips, we go to the breath. Draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the throat, from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the respiration. Navel to throat, throat to navel. Do not try to force the breath, just awareness. Maintain your awareness. And at the same time, start counting your breaths backwards as follows. I am breathing in 20. I am breathing out 20. I am breathing in 19. I am breathing out 19. I am breathing in 18. I am breathing out 18. And so on from 20 to 1. Count to yourself mentally as you follow the rise and fall of your breath from navel to throat and back again. Total awareness of breathing and counting. The breathing is slow and relaxed. Now bring your awareness to the following sensations. Recreation of sensations in the body and in the mind. Awaken the feeling of heaviness. Heaviness in the body. The feeling of heaviness. Become aware of heaviness in every single part of the body. You are feeling so heavy that you are sinking into the floor. So heavy you are. Awareness of heaviness. Awareness of heaviness. Awaken the feeling of lightness. Awaken the feeling and sensation of lightness and levity. A sensation of lightness and weightlessness. Whole body is weightless. Weightlessness in all parts of the body. Your body feels so light that it seems to be floating up away from the floor. So light. Awareness of lightness. The experience of cold. Awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine you are walking on a cold stone floor in the winter. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over. Awareness of coldness. Awareness of coldness. Awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat. The whole body is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over. Recollect the feeling of heat in the summer when you are out in the sun with no shade. Heat all over the body. Heat all around the body. Awareness of heat. The experience of pain. Concentrate and try to remember the experience of pain. Any pain you have experienced in your life, mental or physical. Recollect the feeling of pain, a real feeling and sensation of pain. Recollect the feeling of pleasure, any kind of pleasure, physical or mental. Recollect this feeling and relive it. Allow it to expand, make it vivid and real. Awaken the feelings of pleasure, real feeling of pleasure. And check that you are awake. Notice if you are drowsy or sleepy. And say to yourself, I am awake, I am practicing Yoga Nidra. Withdraw your mind and concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyes. The space we call Chidakasha. Imagine before you a transparent screen through which you can see infinite space. A space that extends as far as the eyes can see. Concentrate on this dark space and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of your mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but do not become involved. Practice detached awareness only. And now with your inner vision, bring your awareness to the following imagery. Imagine that it is very early morning, still dark, and you are walking through hills, climbing up towards some mountains. You are alone. You are walking east, and if you look back, you can see a crescent-shaped moon low in the sky. Soon the sun will rise over the mountains ahead of you. Far below, in a valley, the lights of a small town twinkle through an early morning mist. The track twists back and forth on the side of a steep slope. It winds between huge boulders and over bridges suspended across deep chasms. A gap between two hills gives a glimpse of a huge, snow-covered mountain ahead. A pale sky behind it heralds the dawn. You climb up through snow. It makes a crunching sound as you break the surface and sink in. A glacier lies across the path. There are creaks and groans of moving ice as you quickly move across. Near the top of the mountain, it becomes very cold. Winds howl around your body and snatch at your clothes. Snow and ice cling to your shoes. You reach the top of the mountain, and a magnificent scene reveals itself before your eyes. To the east, a vast range of snow-covered peaks and dark valleys. To the west, hills leading to rolling plains and the sea. Intensify your imagination and visualize this scene. See the sun rise like a golden ball in the east, scattering rays of golden light off snow that dazzles your eyes. Sweep your eyes around the sky. To the west, it is still grey. Above you, blue. In the east, a delicate pink as it nears the sun. Watch the sunlight strike the tops of mountains and move down their sides. Deep valleys emerge as the shadows retreat. You sit with legs crossed and contemplate this grand scene. The dawn of a new day. The dawn of a new day. Let yourself experience this for some time. Let your mind flow freely with this experience. Bring your awareness back to the dark space you see in front of your closed eyes. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully, with detachment, and do not become too involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. If any subtle phenomena manifests, for example, colors or patterns, simply take note of these and continue with your awareness. If thoughts occur, let them come and go. But continue watching the dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. Now in this warm and friendly darkness, bring to mind and recall your resolve, your sankalpa, repeating the same resolve you made at the beginning of the practice, in the same words and with the same attitude. Repeat your sankalpa now 3 times clearly, with feeling and emphasis. Pranamidam, Pranamidam, Panat Panam, Udashate, Panasya, Panamidaya, Panamiva, Vasashate. Become aware of your breathing. Become aware of the natural breathing, awareness of breath, and awareness of relaxation. Developing awareness of your physical body, your physical existence, becoming aware of your arms and legs and your body lying stretched out on the floor. Become aware of the meeting points between your body and the floor. Develop awareness of the room around you, the walls, the ceiling, the noises in the room, and the noises outside the room. Taking your mind out, becoming completely external once more, lying quietly for a few moments with your eyes closed, giving yourself that time to transition from the internal to the external once more. And start moving your body, your arms and legs, your hands and feet, your fingers and toes. Start deepening your breath. Start waking the body up slowly and gradually, taking your time. Do not hurry. Start to move and stretch, maybe hugging your knees. Stretch and move, breathe deeply. And when you are sure that you are awake, when you're sure that you're wide awake, gradually bring yourself back to seated. Slowly moving yourself back to seated, taking your time. Hug the knees, rock and roll, take your time. And when you are seated, just waking the body up, feeling your edges, soft edges, rubbing the arms and legs, looking at the body, feeling appreciation and acceptance of this body, rubbing the chest, waking up the heart, feeling the surfaces, and then rubbing the palms together vigorously, making some heat and energy between the palms, making a fire. Extra heat today, and place that heat and energy over the heart center. And let's bring our attention, the focus of our minds, to somebody or something other than ourselves, somebody or something or people who we feel might need our extra support, love, healing, and bringing them into our hearts and connecting heart to heart. This is the way a real change to occur, is heart to heart to heart. So sending that message directly from your heart to theirs. Giving it breath, giving it energy, giving it warmth, giving it a smile. I'm coming back. Let me ring the bell to mark the end of our Yoga Nidra.